Camera rolling.
Bonjour. Welcome to the channel, gentlemen. Today's video is all about smelling like somebody new, not like her ex. And the idea is, I often say in my videos, because this is a colognes channel from a woman's perspective, so subscribe if you haven't already. But I often say, you know, there's so many fragrances. Why go for the ones that probably her ex wore and she's got already some preconceived notion of the smell association. We all know that scent and memory, they kind of go together. So smell like somebody new. If you want to smell attractive, then wear any of these and you will be just better off than many of the men out there. If you want a romantic but mysterious cologne that will be just really intriguing, it is Noir de Noir Tom Ford. Tom Ford, all of their fragrances are pretty sexy. That's the vibe of the whole line. This one in particular, again, a rose. I didn't think about it, but a rose can be very masculine, actually. This is one of the most masculine rose scents that I do own. It's got a lot of patchouli, and patchouli makes the scent just really addictive, mysterious, earthy and kind of dark chocolatey. This is supposed to smell like roses and dark chocolates, so very date appropriate, very romantic smelling, and for sure with that patchouli it just smells super masculine and you'll be happy you picked this one up. Next up, I wanted to talk about this one, but not this exact bottle. So this is Creed Aventus, and I wouldn't put Creed Aventus on this list, but if you're that person that loves a similar vibe, this sort of a scent, but you know that it's been done, like every guy is wearing Creed Aventus or a dupe or something similar to it, just wear Aventus cologne. It's actually the name of the fragrance, not just Aventus cologne. It has the gray label, and to me that one is also very masculine, just boss, but a bit fresher. It's still got a very sexy smell to it, but it's definitely got enough difference to not smell like Creed Aventus. So if you're going to go for Creed, you want something similar but you don't want to be boring, Creed Aventus cologne is your pick. Next up, we've got a cheapie, but it smells extremely expensive. This, like, it's worth it. Blind buy it and be impressed. I just love this one. Bentley Absolute. It is to die for. It could be a niche scent. Only like really sophisticated noses would know that this isn't a niche scent, but the scent profile is very niche level. It's dry, it's woody, it's super spicy. It's got this nuttiness in here. It's masculine but refined, very like Bentley appropriate, very exclusive smelling, and you can get it at discounters for a lot cheaper even than RRP. So that is a win-win. Longevity is there, projection is there. I mean, what more do you want from a fragrance? I'm just floored by this whole line. It's absolutely amazing. If you're somebody who doesn't want to smell like her ex, but you maybe don't like niche fragrances, you just feel like they're a bit too frou-frou or whatever for your liking, then go for something still very blue, fresh, but go for something newer, a newer release like this YSL Intense. So by going newer route, you'll just smell a bit more modern, a bit more different. With this scent, I think it's an amazing one of the best from the line YSL. The Intense one is just a bit more luxurious smelling and has a bit more depth to it. It still has got this blueness and still has got the crisp apple opening, but it offers something a bit more, and it doesn't just smell like a copy of YSL, just the more intense version. No, it's got a difference to it. So if you are like that person, then go for YSL, or maybe we'll get a new Bleu de Chanel, who knows, then that would be your option as well. Next up is another one for those of you that really like just designer colognes but want something a bit upgraded. so good. Armani Code Parfum, the best Armani Code, okay? Armani Code has been around for ages. It's got this reputation for being sexy, super wearable. Everybody loves it. I mean, the whole line, I always test on people when they come into my fragrance room, and not one person disliked Armani Code line. They're always like, ooh, this is really good. And this one, longevity projection, again, is amazing. Improved, the bottle design is improved, magnetic cap, and it's got this midnight sort of mysterious vibe while still being fresh and minty at the top. So it's got everything: freshness, long lastingness, a bit of sweetness in there. It's just your versatile one and done cologne. This one, with all of the little changes, it adds up to being a bit different than the whole Armani Code line, so you'll smell different than her ex. Next up, we've got a Hermes cologne, and this one again is a place saver, just for me to remind myself which cologne I'm talking about. It's not this one, although it's a very nice one. I would say if you want to smell attractive and not like her ex, go for H24, the new Hermes cologne, the Parfum version, so the second one that they've released. The first one, I wasn't a fan, let's put it nicely, but the new one, oh, it reminds me of one of the Amouages, and it's a very high level niche brand. So this one, the new H24, is divine. It's a freshie, a vetiver freshie that is just timeless. It smells so expensive. It smells fresh, perfect for every day or maybe for hotter climates. And that one definitely has that scent that, you know, unless you go to niche brands, you're not really going to get. I love that Hermes made that available on a designer budget, still unique enough to make her feel like she's never smelled anything like that before. By the way, let me know what you would suggest to people watching this video as well. Like one cologne you would suggest for him not to smell like her ex. For me, the next example of a cologne you could choose is, again, a newer release, something niche like Haltan. This from Parfums De Marly is insane. It's very attractive smelling. It's very strong, spicy. To me, this was love at first sniff. Just no, you can't dislike this. This is so good. Oh, this spicy woodiness with this like fruitiness, red berry fruitiness or something that they've got going on here. If you love maybe a bit sweeter scents, a bit more interesting spicy scents that are strong, this is a killer. It will get your attention. It's something different. It's a newer release. It's not available everywhere. It was a Harrods exclusive for a while, I believe, so it's not even like part of the whole Parfums De Marly line like all the time. At least it wasn't. Now it's, I think, a bit more available, which is great for you, but still it's not one of the latents of Harrods, the ones that are always like at the top. They're always like bestsellers for Parfums De Marly. This is a bit more like hidden there, but it's just as good and it's a bit more unique. Haltan, I'm telling you, this, oof. And I'll link some websites below where you can get a discount for any niche fragrances or designer ones, so you can get yourself a bargain. Next is a fragrance that I'm obsessed with. I finally found a Brazilian fragrance house that I love, and this fragrance in particular is the best one for me from that house. It's called Bohemia. It's so good. Again, love at first sniff. Have you seen this before? I mean, probably not. Maybe if you're like super into fragrances, you know about Granado, but they have done rebranding of the whole house recently, and this scent is killer. It's very long lasting, okay? If you want a super, super long lasting fragrance, this is it. It's ambery. It's super intense and bruisey at the same time. It's just magnetic. You want to just like eat this fragrance when you smell it. It's so good. The quality is there. It's inviting. It's soft, but at the same time it's masculine. But like guy that is just drinking his whiskey is like, oh, sophisticated and he's wearing something warm, like a wool sweater or something. It's just a comfort cologne. It's incredibly sexy and great quality. It's unique. Bohemia, I'm super impressed with this one. You definitely won't be smelling like her ex with this one. Another one that is from Lalique. That is more of a nuanced scent, not widely available, and it's an excellent one. It's L'insoumis from Lalique, of course. And Lalique scents in general, they're just killer quality. And you can get them all the time at discounters, which is great for you guys. I'll link some below. This scent is one of my favorites for versatile colognes because it's got this suede smoothness to it. It's got sandalwood, which makes it a bit coconutty, and it's still fresh, kind of like shower fresh at the beginning. So it's got both super like smooth woods and then like shower fresh, super sexy scent. So you can wear it during hot summers, you can wear it during winters. It'll cover you for every single occasion. It's sexy, it's mysterious, it's different. I would just go for it. And yeah, the price is really amazing as well for such a high quality cologne. And yeah, she definitely hasn't smelled anything like this either, unless she's me. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this sort of video, and follow me, of course, here for more fragrance content, and I'll see you in the new video. Bye.